Hey, how you doing? It's Dan McDonald. I'm the Life Regenerator here on YouTube. Thanks for joining me for today's episode of the Life Regenerator Show. It's juice time, so I've got a really great recipe for you here today and some information that you and your family can use to improve your health, improve the quality of your life in every single way. So stick around here while I put together a quick juice recipe for you here. This is really particularly good for the liver, but basically it's an all-over body tonic, just like every other single raw living juice is. This juice consists of, and it's for 3 people, okay? I've got 12 apples, 3 beets, 1 large bunch of dandelion greens, 1 lemon. I've got a few pieces of ginger here and a couple pieces of turmeric, okay? You can adjust those according to your taste. The apples are going to be very good for the fiber. They actually do very well at keeping the blood vessels clean and clear, which is absolutely essential for the delivery of nutrients. The beets are really good for the liver as well as building the blood. The beets will keep the gallbladder and the liver in really good shape. The liver here is more of a tonifier. It's also loaded with alkaline minerals as well. And then we've got the dandelion here, which also tonifies, cleanses, and purifies the liver. The liver is a very important organ in your body. And once it starts to get accumulated with toxicity, it becomes much more difficult to keep the blood clean, to keep the cells clean, and to keep yourself in a high state of health. The turmeric is anti-inflammatory as well as helping to remove sediment from the gallbladder and regenerating the liver. And I like the stimulating qualities of the ginger as well as the cardiovascular effects that it has to keep your heart healthy. So I'm going to just wheel this up really quick and then I'll spend a few minutes talking with you about why I promote 100% raw foods. And I don't judge anyone, because otherwise I'd have to go around and 99.999% of the people I'd have to judge for eating cooked foods. But I want you to know the reason why I promote 100% raw is because I promote the best of the best of the best. I promote your best. I promote the best. I promote the highest. That's just my job here, to do that, to promote the best case scenario for human health, okay? And then to share that with you so that you can become empowered, inspired, and motivated, and step by step move your way into these levels of health that are going to change every single aspect of your life. The daily juicing habit for everyone. Even if you never want to give up cooked food, you still should be employing these juice recipes to bring in the alkaline minerals. I'll talk about the minerals here in a minute when I'm done making the juice. Let's have some fun here making some juice, okay? And then I want to take a few minutes of your time to really give you the down low on the raw living food. I've got the juicer here on high for the beets, okay? I'm going to do the beets on high. Amazing blood-building toxins. Also a beauty food. I mean, that's the thing about the juices. For health and beauty, you can't do any better. The raw foods, you can't get to a higher level of beauty and illumination and cellular integrity and function than you can with the raw living foods. And I'll tell you why. I'm going to go ahead and do the dandelion greens on high as well. Fold those in half here. This is a centrifugal juicer, and I use this juicer during the videos to save time so that I have more time to share information. If it was just me by myself, I would take the 20 or 25 minutes that's required to juice all this through a single auger like the Omega or a twin gear like the Green Star Elite. There's no such thing as a bad juicer except the one that's sitting on your shelf not being used. So get that juicer down, dust it off, clean it up, and use it every single day, and you will improve the quality of your life. Then it'll wake up the cells and tissues in your body, and then it'll automatically guide you away from things like drugs and drinking and coffee and tea and soda, and it'll move you in the direction of making better choices. It's automatic. All you got to do is decide, you know what, I'm going to drink juice every day, at least one 16 is okay, but at least 32 ounces of juice. 32 ounces of juice every day is the medicine that your body is calling out for. This is just ginger and turmeric paste. I like to use a lot myself. And then I'm going to go with the lemon. It's organic, so I'm not going to peel it. If it was inorganic lemon, I would peel it. Okay, so that is that. Now for the apples, I'm going to go on slow, so there's less foam. And you can also hear me a little bit better, I think. But I'm going to do the apples here, then I'm going to strain this juice. Whoa! Apple ejection. That was awesome. This juicer's alive. You put in the raw foods into the juicer comes to life. Just like you will if you eat the fresh, raw, living foods. With the living minerals and the living vitamins and the living water and the living fiber. There was a comment on YouTube the other day, there's nothing living. The desk is alive with energy. A rock is alive with energy. It's just that your body's not really designed to chew on wood or chew on rocks. It was designed for fresh fruits and leafy green herbs and soaked nuts and seeds in moderation. But everything is alive. Yes, the cheeseburger's alive too, but it's not as alive. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm getting overboard here. I'm so into what I'm doing, I totally spaced out. Made a little bit of a mess on the backside here, but it's all good. So I'm going to strain this. Opened up the floodgate. There we go. No problem. Okay, we'll keep going here on the apples. This is powerful, powerful medicine. People are getting sick and in states of diseases at the level of the physical. Okay, we can talk about the emotional and the mental and the spiritual causes of disease, but for now, we're really working in large numbers on helping the vast majority of society break their habit to acid-forming foods and moving them in the direction of more alkaline-forming foods, which is fruits and leafy green herbs. Yes, you need some acid-forming foods, but I will tell you, the mass majority of mankind is way out of balance. People are eating far too much acid-forming foods, leaving behind acid residues. And did you know that when you cook your food, you actually destroy the bioavailability, turning organic minerals in a living water that's easily bioavailable into foods and substrates which are not easily absorbed by the body, leaving behind sediment. So if you take the spinach and you eat it raw, you just did yourself something very, very good by absorbing tons of free-floating, easily absorbable, bioavailable minerals. And spinach is one of the top foods for minerals. Magnesium, iron, calcium, you name it. It's all in there. Spinach is amazing. But all the fruits and vegetables have high levels of minerals and vitamins. And vitamins and minerals work together. But you know what happens when you heat your food over a certain degree? You destroy the structure of the living water. I don't want to have scientific debates about this. If it's so simple, you have to eat raw foods and awaken your cells and awaken your pituitary and awaken your pineal and awaken your consciousness to be able to see this kind of thing. You will wake up. If you've been on a super high raw food diet for like 6 months, you'll start to see things that you never saw before. The water is living in the fruits and vegetables, and the minerals are living up until the time that you heat it. Now, if you steam your broccoli just a little tiny bit and you leave the core of it, raw, or you don't overcook your vegetables, yes, you're getting some nutrition. But the best way to get the best nutrition, minerals and vitamins, which feed the glands. The glands run off of the raw materials that are minerals and vitamins. The vitamins and minerals work together, okay, synergistically. Okay, but when you heat that up, you ruin the bioavailability of it, turning organic, living easily absorbable alive minerals into dead minerals, okay? And then they're no longer easily absorbable through the blood to feed the glands. And when the glands are fed properly from the raw living foods, the alkaline-forming elements, then those glands can produce their secretions, which keeps your hormones and your body youthful, supple, energized, and disease-free. That's why I recommend, that's why I talk raw foods. That's why I don't, there's a lot of people that want to try to convince me that cooked food is okay. Yes, everything is okay. You can do whatever you want with your life, but I want to continue with power, energy, and passion to encourage everyone. I know that 65% of my viewers have the desire to one day become 100% raw. You didn't know that, did you? But I do the survey, and now I know people want, there's two things they, well, the three things they want. Number one, they want to, 65% want to become 100% raw. Okay, persistence and patience, stick with it. It'll be the best thing you've ever done because you'll wake up in ways that no one could ever describe on a video, okay? Your whole old life will seem like a dream. You'll be like, what was I doing? I was sleepwalking through this whole thing. And now you're awake, okay? And then there's number two is they want the recipes, okay? And you got it, DTM, recipes coming all day long of every kind of awesome raw food that you want in every single way, from the top echelon mono meals all the way down to the most dank raw vegan gourmet. It's coming your way. Subscribe to these videos and keep your eyes peeled. Number three, what people want is they want to know how to do this on a budget. This juice here recipe, it's not particularly a budget recipe. Apples are getting more expensive these days. But, you know, I will be coming forth with some recipes on a budget. I'm also in the middle of making an outline for a new DVD, recipes on a budget, because I know the money thing. But you know what? I never ate cooked food because of money. I always ate cooked food because of an old habit and a desire to sort of suppress this energy blossoming when you get on the raw and it's waking you up and it's waking up your cells and it's waking up your consciousness. Yes, you're going to have to deal with the things that you've buried from the day you were born until now, unless you've been on the spiritual path, releasing the debris, releasing the ignorance that gets programmed into all of us. And that's why I try to be gentle and yet firm at the same time, speaking my truth, understanding, hey, it took me 12.5 years from the time that I decided I'm going 100% raw, because this makes more sense to me than anything else in my whole life. It took me 12.5 years, and now all that I eat is alkaline-forming foods, small amounts of nuts and seeds here and there. Yes, you need some acid-forming foods for muscle and bones and skin and hair and teeth, but mostly you want to keep your blood alkaline. You want to keep high minerals. Like, I like to have every single meal feed my glands, organs, and tissues, okay? Not all of you are going to want to be 100% raw, but the more raw that you eat with the living minerals, the living vitamins, the living water, and the living fiber, because if you cook the fiber in your foods too, then it no longer has that magnetic sweeping property through the GI tract. Spinach cooked doesn't really sweep through, latch on to toxins the way that raw spinach does, keeping the bowels nice and clean. If you want to get sick really fast, allow your bowels to accumulate debris. How does that happen? Mostly from the cooked food. It leaves a lot of residues behind, and then that ferments, putrefies, clogs up the villi so that you're not absorbing any more than you need to eat more and more and more and more and more. And then that's what costs you money. Cooked food doesn't really save you money in the long run, because when you become super high raw, you hardly need to eat at all. Okay? And that's the truth. A juice, maybe two, and a salad. And you're like, wait, I'm saving hella money than I was when I was in the beginning, when I was half mostly raw but some cooked, keeping everything slimed up from absorbing, okay? So there is a lot more to be shared here. I wanted to touch base with you real quick, make a recipe, and let you know that the importance and the value of eating as much raw food as you can. If you can't ever become 100% cooked, 100% raw, you'll never have any judgment. You can come to my house, I'll make you pancakes, I'll cook you some rice, I'll make you soup, I don't care, but I'm always going to Well, of course, I won't burn up the fats, and I'll do it real good and clean cooked food. But I recommend more raw foods, more living minerals, more living vitamins, more living fiber, more living water today than you did yesterday. Can I get an amen? Raw foods feeds the body. Raw foods awakens your body. It awakens your heart. It awakens your mind. It awakens your spirit. It creates a sensitivity in you to nature, to yourself, to life. You become alive again with the raw living foods, juices, smoothies, salads, entrees, cultured foods. Boom. Subscribe to these videos. Hundreds and thousands of more videos coming. Thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate you sharing and spending time with me. It's so much fun for me to share my message of the awesomeness of the blood building, life building, energizing, rejuvenating, regenerating, empowering, transmuting, transfigurating, illuminating properties of raw living foods. Illuminate yourself with life. Simple, fresh fruits and leafy green vegetables. Just remember that. Forget everything else you heard on this video. Remember this. Today, I'm going to eat more fresh fruits and leafy green vegetables. Today, I'm going to eat more fresh fruits and leafy green vegetables. Today, I'm going to eat more fresh fruits and leafy green vegetables. And I'm going to come alive and make my dreams come true. And I'm going to be the dream. And I'm going to flow in massive abundance of health, energy, life, and love. Amen. Thank you so much. Peace be with you. God bless you and your family. You can turn it off. Peace, y'all.